Welcome, one and all, in here, out there, all around the world, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. I am, thank you. I think I might have to latch onto your energy like a lamprey for tonight's show because we're a little tired around here. Stayed up late last night for a live show following Donald Trump's address to Congress, which set the record for the longest address to a joint session of Congress ever. Felt longer. The president devoted much of the speech to defending the 25% tariffs he imposed on Canada and Mexico. Now, I don't want to get too much into the weeds here, but tariffs are what economists describe as bad. When he first proposed them, the Wall Street Journal said he was starting the dumbest trade war in history. Yes, it's clearly the worst trade since third grade when Timmy traded his Dunkaroos for an apple. Smooth move, nerd. The New York Times says Trump's trade war could be his biggest economic gamble. But who better to gamble with our economy than a guy who somehow bankrupted his own casino? I'm kidding, obviously. It was multiple casinos. And the gamble here is that these tariffs could really mess up the economy. Among other things, the new tariffs are likely to raise the market prices of Mexican tequila. Now they're gonna have to change the lyrics. Hit it. Water. We had a long debate about how much of that song we should play. I think that was about right. Tariffs could also raise the prices for avocados, tomatoes, bell peppers, jalapenos, and limes. But that's all the ingredients in guacamole. Now, if Americans want a green dip, they're gonna have to settle for Pert Plus. Your tongue is gonna be bouncing and behaving. Hey. We're already seeing the effects of the tariffs. The CEO of Target announced that we should expect to see price increases in the next couple of days, which is why they've had to update their slogan from expect more, pay less to pay more, shut up. The hardest hit sector is most likely going to be the auto industry. Even Fox Business reported this from a car lot in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, this Dodge Ram truck, $80,000, instantly became $100,000.
Wow. At that price, Americans won't be able to buy a Dodge Ram. They're gonna have to settle for the next best utility vehicle on the market, abandoned pickup. Abandoned pickup. Wow, how'd that get so far into the woods? How did it get so far into the woods? Those high prices are gonna have a cascading effect because if no one buys cars, by next Christmas, we will see a complete collapse of our giant bow industry. I mean, naturally speaking, this is no surprise, people are getting a little nervous. So yesterday, Trump sent his Commerce Secretary, Howard Lutnick, to Fox News, and he assured viewers that the deal was on the way.
Both the Mexicans and the Canadians were on the phone with me all day today, trying to show that they'll do better. And the president's listening because you know he's very, very fair and very reasonable. So I think he's going to work something out with them. It's not going to be a pause. None of that pause stuff.
None of that pause stuff. That thing where you pause for even a second and all those thoughts come into your head and they're telling you you're a dumb guy, that you don't know what you're doing, just like your dad always said when he'd wake you up and scream, "You're a putz, Howard. You're a stain on the Lutnick name. You're the reason that Mom ran away with Uncle Morty." We're not doing that pause stuff. No pause. No pause.
No pause.
Don't you?
No pause.
So naturally, this afternoon, we learned that Trump has paused the Canada and Mexico auto tariffs. What I mean is we're doing the pause stuff. I love to pause. We're all about the pause. I'm part of a group of men who love to pause. I am in menopause. There's two of us. It's a perimenopause. Trump also slapped an additional 10% on Chinese goods. In response, Beijing announced a 15% tariff on chicken, wheat, and corn, and a 10% tariff on U.S. beef products like beef, pork, and sorghum. Now America's going to be neck deep in a pile of our own sorghum. Is that good? Is that bad? There's no way to norgum. I don't know what sorghum is. These tariffs are tough to ignore them. Thank you very much. These tariffs are going to hit agricultural states pretty hard, but Trump tried to reassure rural voters with this post. To the great farmers of the United States, get ready to start making a lot of agricultural products to be sold inside of the United States. Tariffs will go on external products on April 2nd. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Those farmers need foreign countries to buy our crops because Americans can't possibly jam any more corn into our high fructose. America's already at DEF-CON corn. Yesterday, Chinese officials warned that they're prepared for any type of war with the U.S. in response to Trump's tariffs, with a spokesman adding, I want to reiterate that the Chinese people have never feared evil or ghosts. Nor should they fear evil or ghosts. Both are fantastic CBS shows for the whole family. CBS, America's #1 place for shows that Chinese officials are not afraid of. Trump also talked about the rising price of groceries last night, and you'll never guess whose fault it is.
We inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare. Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control.
What? What'd I do? Folks, I'm just another federal worker out of a job. Jill says I need a hobby. Folks, I'm starting a podcast, gonna review highway diners with the Rizzler. It's called Scranton Scrambled. Like and subscribe, Jack. What was I talking about? Marco. 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 Where you at? Eggs have hit new record highs. The USDA estimates that egg prices will increase by 41% in 2025. But Trump does have a team on the egg crisis, led by Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins, seen here swearing into the cult meeting where father will announce which bride gets to join him on the comet. Rollins went on a Fox News with a brilliant idea for Americans looking for cheaper eggs.
I think the silver lining in all of this is how do we, in our backyards, we've got chickens too in our backyard, how do we solve for something like this? And people are sort of looking around thinking, wow, well, maybe I could get a chicken in my backyard, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just awesome, and it's so easy to do. And if you can't afford a chicken, you can just grow your own. First, you'll need an egg. Damn it! Just a quick reminder, the reason eggs are expensive is because farmers have had to send millions of chickens with bird flu to a farm upstate where they were killed. And now the government is suggesting we fix the problem by bringing chickens into our homes. Just like how during COVID, the CDC told us to wipe down our groceries with live bats. Then you Lysol the bat, obviously. Of course, even if you do want your own backyard chicken, buying is a commitment, and that's sparking a chicken rental trend. This is absolutely true. Wow. You can rent a chicken. Wow. Once you get the keys, you just have to figure out which one in the lot is yours. Come on. Come on. Louder. It was louder in rehearsal. Let's keep going. I got some there. I got some there. One chicken rental company is called simply Rent the Chicken. although I prefer their competitor, Enterprise. So, what is happening? Tell us, chicken rental lady.
Provide 2 or 4 hens, all the feed you need, books, tutorials, phone support.
Hello? Hello, chicken hotline? Yeah, no, I've got plenty of eggs at this point. Which hole do the nuggets come out? I keep squeezing. God, he looks angry. But renting a chicken is a steal. Over the course of a contract, 4 hens provide about 48 dozen eggs, which at current grocery prices would cost roughly $480. But you can rent these chickens for just $795. Now that, my friends, is good business. Sure, you're down $300, but on the plus side, chickens die easily, poop everywhere, and attract coyotes to your swing set. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine, everybody. Yeah. Other chicken rental companies, because somehow there are multiple, offer a rent-to-own option. Oh, I can hear the millennials complaining about it already. By the time my parents were 25, they already owned a 2-bedroom rooster. And I'm renting a chicken. Which hole do the nuggets come out of? If you're wondering if leasing poultry is right for you, just listen to the owner of Rent the Chicken.
It's turnkey with what we're doing here.
Hello, chicken hotline. It's me again. It doesn't like where I put the key. And it hates when I turn it. We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is Jake Tapper, but when we come back, science.